Bitcoin's price could reach $47,000 by the end of the month if it delivers average November returns, according to Rachel Lin, co-founder of decentralized exchange SynFutures. By the way, renowned market analyst Michaël van de Poppe recently indicated that Bitcoin, BTC, has successfully exited the accumulation phase and is now entering the first phase of the bull cycle. Finally, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has responded to a motion to dismiss order filed by Binance in the ongoing legal tussle. But the big question remains this: does Binance want to dismantle decades of legal precedents? Join me guys as I unravel the mystery behind the accountability invasion by Binance. If this sounds like something of much interest to you, be sure to check out this new video starting now. Hello and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates from the world of cryptocurrencies in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we extend a special welcome to you. We invite you to hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. Now, let's dive in. Bitcoin's price could reach $47,000 by the end of November, according to Rachel Lin, co-founder of the multi-chain decentralized exchange SynFutures. Last week has cemented October's reputation as Uptober, with Bitcoin witnessing nearly a 29% increase in value, Lin said in a statement shared with the block. Even more interesting is that when we look at historical data, November tends to be even better than October, with an average return of over 35% in Bitcoin. If this November were to deliver similar returns, we could see BTC reach around $47,000. Beyond the price increase, the crypto market is also witnessing a rise in the number of users and transactions, according to Lin, a further positive sign for the ecosystem. Particularly noteworthy is a spike in spot volume, with a marked increase in large transactions exceeding $100,000, according to the SynFutures co-founder. This is a clear indicator of heightened institutional interest, as big players are seemingly consolidating their positions in digital assets, specifically Bitcoin, Lin said. If we look at last week's asset inflow, we can see a massive increase, with nearly $325 million flowing into the sector, almost $300 million of which went into Bitcoin. Options data also reflects the bullish market mood. As of November 3rd, the top two options with the largest open interest are the 40,000 December call and the 45,000 December call. Even the 50,000 December call option has over 5,000 BTC open interest, Lin noted. This suggests a large number of people are willing to bet that Bitcoin will be significantly higher in 2 months than what it is today. While short-term relative strength index momentum indicators reaching overbought levels is a negative sign, the long-term prospects look bright, Lin said. Well, that's not all. In an accompanying chart, Van de Poppe calls attention to 4 phases of the market cycle. The bear market, in red, the accumulation year, in green, the first bull phase, in purple, and the second bull phase, in green. According to him, the market often follows this path, and this marks the commencement of the first year of the bull cycle, signaling the end of the preceding bear market. The latest bear market, spanning from November 2021 to November 2022, reached its nadir in November, with BTC finding its bottom at the time. The analyst says this phenomenon set the stage for a subsequent year of accumulation. As the current month draws to a close, Van de Poppe asserts that this accumulation period is concluding, paving the way for the first phase of the bull cycle. This first phase of the bull cycle could span another year. He notes that this is typical in the market cycle. During this initial bull phase, Bitcoin typically experiences a gradual upward trajectory, albeit without breaking its all-time high. While the firstborn crypto steadily ascends, altcoins begin to gain momentum. The market has observed this pattern in recent times. Van de Poppe suggests that this phase is when altcoins exhibit significant growth. Notably, altcoins such as XRP, Cardano, and Chainlink have witnessed impressive surges, respectively up 11.21%, 21.53%, and 36.82% over the past 7 days. The analyst notes that most altcoins have already emerged from the bear market. He highlights that as long as Bitcoin doesn't skyrocket, these altcoins will likely experience substantial gains, potentially appreciating by up to 500% to 1,000%. Van de Poppe parallels previous cycles, noting that during the preceding cycle, Chainlink rallied towards its all-time high in a Bitcoin pair during the DeFi summer. He anticipates a similar trend during the upcoming spring-summer, suggesting that markets will trend upward. According to him, the first bull phase marks a crucial point in the cycle where altcoins start to surge, particularly as their Bitcoin pairs undergo significant declines. This trend is expected to intensify as the cycle progresses into the second phase, characterized by a mania period. Meanwhile, Bitcoin recently reclaimed the $37,000 price territory for the first time since May 2022, adding weight to Van de Poppe's claims. BTC currently trades for $37,108, up 4.9% over the past 24 hours, with a trading volume of $26,155,477,022, $26 billion. Now to the big question of the day. Does Binance want to dismantle decades of legal precedents? Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings in the crypto space. The US SEC has urged a federal judge to deny Binance's motion to dismiss the lawsuit. The company filed the motion in September seeking to withdraw the regulatory agency's case against its business. In its response dated November 7, the SEC strongly argued that Binance is seeking to avoid the consequences of its actions. The SEC's rebuttal begins by recounting a wild comment made by Binance's former chief compliance officer. In a notorious message shared within the Binance team but obtained by the SEC as part of its investigations, the Binance official acknowledged that the company was operating an unlicensed securities exchange in the United States. As per the SEC, the implicating comment succinctly sums up the case, even though Binance now argues that its operations in the United States did not violate securities law. The SEC also mentions that Binance's motion to dismiss the lawsuit lacks merit in convincing the court to dismantle decades of foundational precedent, upon which the country has built its securities law. In place of such time-tested principles, SEC lawyers claim that Binance wants to introduce a rigid framework that has not been accepted by any U.S. court. The SEC mentions that, in contrast, many courts have rejected such a notion. Continuing in its argument, the SEC alleged that Binance's motion to dismiss was the latest bid by the company to invade accountability. As part of such an effort, the SEC argues that Binance wants to insert new requirements into the famous Howey test, which the agency has used to bring enforcement against companies for several decades. The SEC claims that Binance's proposition violates the contractual principles of the Howey test. For instance, the filing mentions Binance's claim that an asset or offering that constitutes a security must include a forward-looking contract, and that investments must flow into the relevant common enterprise. However, the SEC says the argument does not hold water, as it seeks to turn decades of established precedents into matters of contract law. SEC lawyers further note that Binance's arguments lack support in the law and are backed by distorted readings of the law and previous cases by the U.S. securities regulator. Meanwhile, the SEC dispelled Binance's argument that the ongoing lawsuit raises the major questions doctrine, and that the regulator has no congressional right to regulate the cryptocurrency industry. The regulatory body classified such claims as part of Binance's theatrics to justify its securities law violation. The court will now review the SEC's latest filing while deciding whether to accept Binance's earlier request to dismiss the case. A decision in the regulator's favor will be crucial to the SEC, as it would prove that it has sufficient claims for its litigation against Binance. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments section. Write us anything down here, we are very eager to read you. Always remember that you are an important part of our community. With that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, give the video a like and don't forget to subscribe. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere. See you in a future opportunity to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community. Thanks for watching.